Rocky, aka Random Dicer's pop star. Now that the party with our Dicers has been ended, we present the seasonal emblems to the qualified. Oh, why can't I see the ranking? Here it is. You can check your rank with the emblem. Congrats to all Dicers who've won the party mask emblems. Those who did not gain, please try for the new emblem in the new season. The party is over! The name of the new season is Shield Season. Shield Season also have check-in rewards. Shall we claim them together? Season dice for Shield Season will be overheat dice and metastasis dice. It'll be very fun to come up with a strategy with these dice. Let me also tell you the new dice traits for the new dice. What kind of ability will Shield dice gain for representing the season? The new traits Electric Shield. While Shield dice used to only block the monsters coming in, Electric Shield traits will deal additional electric damages to adjacent monsters. Please note that the duration of the shield has been reduced as the attacking trait has been added to the shield. Let's tingle the monsters by utilizing Electric Shield. And just like other traits, this trait will be activated upon reaching class 10. Dicers who want to have fun with Electric Shield, hope you hurry up and class up. Here is the arcade rotation news. From now on, arcade modes going to have a rotation. There are a total of 2 arcade modes playable, and every Monday and Thursday, the arcade mode reset to a new one. You can preview the next arcade mode at the bottom of the arcade tab. Also, a new arcade mode has been added through this update. Shall we go check it out? The new arcade mode is Sand Boss. It's a mode where players can summon very strong monsters to opponent's path. As you defeat monsters in Sand Boss mode, the gauge in the center of the screen will be filled. When the gauge is full, you get to choose a mini-boss to send to the opponent's field. Try winning the game by sending the most difficult mini-boss to the opponent. And you can also summon bosses on your own path. The gauge at the bottom will fill up little by little when you catch a monster. Upon tapping, 10 monsters will be summoned in my path. Defeat monsters and you will both be filling summon gauge and gaining SP. You can play new arcade Sand Boss as soon as the arcade rotation starts. It's very exciting to get to use bosses as a means for victory. We are also preparing more new arcade modes. We hope our Dicers look forward to them. Next is about Death Wave. Upon reaching Death Wave, additional previously is when monsters appear more frequently and at a faster phase after 10 waves. After this patch, this phase will further speed up, and these monsters will appear more often than before. Also, as the Death Wave progresses, the movement speed of monsters also increases little by little. Death Wave stronger than before. Let's claim victories by preparing strategy. Shall I also tell you about Crew Battle? Just like Death Wave, Crew Battle become more difficult. Monsters from Crew Battle will also have higher HP than before. Claim honor and for your crew by fighting against monsters stronger than before. Last news, the Dice Balance patch. I've brought news for 2 dice. First is Bounty Dice. Bounty Dice leave bounty on the enemy's dice where Dicers gain SP. Basic SP gained through Bounty Dice will decrease a bit. Instead, the amount of SP gained increases when powering up. In other words, Bounty Dice have been adjusted so that more SP can be gained through power up. Next dice is Clone Dice. Clone Dice, which summons the same dice after making a certain number of attacks, will have higher attack than before. And upon class up and power up, the required number of attacks for cloning will decrease, making Clone Dice to summon at a faster phase. Now, we'll get to see more of the strengthened Clone Dice on the field. Dicers, this is it for today's update news. We thank you very much for your love for the game. And we also thank you very much for your interest to Random Dice official community. Please also understand that the actual update details might differ from this preview video. Since we are always open to our Dicers feedback, please don't hesitate to voice out your opinions. With that in mind, Dice Chat everyone!